Smith with another glass away. Whoa!
Colleagues, friends, honoured guests, it's a dreich kind of day, but I'm delighted to see so many people here. It's marvellous. My name's Neil Martin, I'm Head of Celtic and Scottish Studies, and you're very welcome to the university and to the unveiling of this plaque in honour of our friend, our colleague and teacher, Hamish Henderson. Hamish was born on this day 100 years ago, and his achievements will be known to all of us. I'm thinking gathered here an extraordinary body of work as writer, collector, translator, critic, composer and political activist. He had grown up in a culture rich with balladry and poems, something which resonated with him as he heard the songs and ballads of the soldiers from both sides that he encountered during the war and from whom he actively collected. In this building, where he spent so much of his professional life, we can find the many, many hundreds of hours of material he went on to collect in the field in this country, most famously revealing the tradition of the travelling people, unquestionably one of his greatest achievements. Listening to the recordings, we can appreciate just how skilled he was as a field worker, effortlessly establishing a rapport, gently encouraging, with exquisitely judged prompting. Really is a marvellous thing to listen to. We know, of course, that his work in large part proved the impetus for the folk revival in Scotland, and with this, and his poetry and music, and his commitment to social justice, and his work in many other spheres besides, we have one of the most important cultural figures in Scotland's history. Indeed, the text on the plaque reflects his multifaceted contribution to the life of the nation. It has been noted in his poetic work that he sought to be part of folk tradition rather than assume the mantle of poet or artist, and indeed that anonymous was his highest ambition. You might say that this object rather undoes that ambition to some degree, as there's definitely nothing anonymous about having a bronze plaque with your name on it. But I hope that he would approve. And as I noted at Parliament earlier on this year, I hope too that he would approve of the work that still goes on in this building and among his former colleagues at this university as we seek to carry on the work that he and his contemporaries engaged in when we were students here. It's fitting that after a cup of tea inside, many of us will be heading to what can only be described as Hamish's second office. Sandy Bells, and I hope that many of you will be able to join us there. I'd like to just very briefly thank Donald Smith from the Storytelling Centre for the driving impetus behind this. Thank you, Donald. To Cheryl McCord, architectural technologist at the university, to the Estates and Buildings who put the plaque up, and to my dear colleagues Gary West and Laurie Watson for their great energies and support in putting this together. And now it gives me great pleasure to invite Hamish Henderson to unveil this plaque to our colleague, friend and teacher, Hamish Henderson. Happy birthday. Should we sing happy birthday? Why not? Okay. Someone can choose the pitch because
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Hamish. Happy birthday to you. When The bonny gallants march they war when the braggart loosely draw. Norway wings they fatigue and pardon, malicious sailing in the broomy law. Broken families must perish, one of Scotland the bravely perish. Like the lightning, the maiden, mark the wild bonnets of the maesters there. Freedom, never heed what the hoodies croak for doom. In your house are the bairns o' Adam, will find breed, barley beer and painted room. When MacLean meets with friends in Springburn, all the roses and geens will turn to bloom. And the black boy beyond my anger thinks the fell gallows o' the burghers doom.
Sorry it was in B flat. Hamish always gave me a round. Playing it in B flat.
It's a great key.